Hello, good evening to you all. Today is 7th September 2025, which is our day two of this website development webinar for Nigerian youth. Like I said, this training will last for about 10 days, and today is our day two. Like always, we start by showing our outlines. That is what we are to cover for the day. So today we are going to have a recap on what we did yesterday. That is the one. And then we are going to purchase the hosting plan and domain name. So we'll complete the purchasing of the hosting plan and the domain name, which we have already started yesterday. And then today we are going to talk about control panel. So after we purchase the hosting plan and domain, then we'll go to talk about the control panel. There are many things on the control panel, which I will take you through and I will teach you what to do inside a control panel. And then we are going to set up an official email. I'll teach you how to set up an official email based on the domain you purchase. For example, we are purchasing a website webinar, ahmadwebsitewebinar.com.ng. We are creating an official email for that particular domain name. So maybe we'll call the name info at website ahmadwebsitewebinar.com.ng, or maybe I can use my name ahmad at ahmadwebsitewebinar.com.ng, and that email is going to be officially belongs to you. So whoever is working maybe with an organization or a company or anywhere you are working, you can have that official email, and that's what you use as a mode of communication. So we'll talk about that and I'll teach you how to do that. And then today also, I'll take you through how to install an SSL certificate. So I talked to you about yesterday when it comes to this SSL certificate. I'll teach you how to install it on any domain that you purchase. I told you first, sometimes some hosting service providers, they allow it, or they give it to you automatically. They will install it for you. But even if you don't have it, we are going to install it, and I'm going to show you how to install the SSL certificate today. And then we're going to learn how to create a subdomain. There are many ways to create a subdomain, or why you need to learn how to create a subdomain. I'll tell you the reason. I'll take you through how you can do that, because subdomain is something that, of course, that sometimes you need to have a sub of a particular website. For example, previously, Corporate Affairs Commission, CAC, they have two different websites, or let me say three. They have their main website, which they call cac.gov.ng, and they have subdomains, different subdomains. For one, they have for search, that is search.cac.gov.ng, where you go and do a public search of the existing unregistered company. And they also have pre-incorporation portal, which they call it pre.cac.com.ng. And they also have for post-incorporation, which they call post.cac.gov.ng. That's previously before the upgrade to 3.0. So if you look at all these names, they are all attached to single domain, which is cac.gov.ng. But each and every one of them is a distinct website, an independent website on its own. So its files are different from the files of the main website. So with single domain, you can create more than 10 websites with that domain. Like what we are doing here at Hamad Technologies, we have different domains, but we are using single domain, which is hamadtechnologies.com. So you can use all other subdomains to go to their website, to go to that and work with them. But the main website, that is the main domain, can be something else and different from the subdomain. So today also, I'll teach you how you can create a subdomain. And please take note, whatever we did on main domain, that is in creating the the SSL certificate, installing the SSL certificate, maybe in creating the the email, official email, in creating in installing the CMS, and whatever we did on this main domain is the same thing we applied on subdomain. Please take note on this. Even if I forget to tell you this, please, you should take note on this. Okay. So I don't know if people that are from this thing from YouTube are listening to us. I don't know if they are with us. Those that are in YouTube, please can somebody confirm if those that are in YouTube can see us so that we'll avoid having uh for them to miss what we are doing. I don't know. Please, can you confirm if those that are on YouTube, those that are in YouTube, okay, all is well, right? Okay, thank you. Let's continue. So again, we are going to talk about tonight also. We are going to talk about file manager. So file manager is something that we are going to talk about tonight, which I'll take you through what file manager is. All these are some of the things that are under control panel, and we'll talk about file manager. So I'll take you brief in that, then you will see what file manager is all about. Okay, I'm sorry, I saw some charts. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. So the next thing we are going to cover today also, we will see how we are going to install the content management system. So after all these installations, which I'll take you through, even though we are not exhausting the entire control panel today or in this entire website development, because there are things that you don't even need them. You don't need to go there. You don't need to touch them at this level. Some you don't even need to do anything. But the main that you need to work with are the ones we are going to cover in this webinar. So I will take you after that. Then today we are going to install our CMS. That is the content management system. So we're going to install that. And that's where all our website files will be on. And that when we are going to start the work. So after that, we'll have question and answer. Then we'll have a conclusion and call it a day. So these are our outlines for today. So recap on yesterday. If you can recall, yesterday we started with the introduction. That's what we started with. And yesterday, what we discussed after the introduction, we go and talk about the expected outcomes, where I shared with you things that you should expect from yesterday till the end of this boot camp or the next 10 days. So that's the expectation that I have already shared with you. And also I talk about the time and duration, and I explain about software development and also website development. So who is a software developer? Who is a website developer? Are they the same? I talk about that yesterday with you. And also we talk about how website works. There are main broad categories that you need for any website to work. One, you need the website files. Two, you need the hosting server. Three, you need a domain name. And I explain that to you, and I give you example with warehouse, rent houses, and others. And also we talk about the web hosting. We talk about how to host a website or what that means. We talk about domain name, and then we talk about hosting service providers. Mentioned too, there are lots of hosting service providers who rent some space on their server to people that are interested to host their website files and get it done. And also we talk about what we'll be using. I told you what we are going to use, the hosting service provider we're going to use, and also the CMS I told you yesterday. That's what we are going to use throughout this webinar. And then we go for practical. I show you how to create the account, how to select the domain. I explain all the features with you, especially the bandwidth. I want you to understand what that bandwidth is all about. I talk about the SSL, all the features on the hosting plans that we go through yesterday. So that's what we have covered yesterday, and I respond to some of your question and answer, and then we call it a day. So now what we are going to do is, I'm sorry, I'm going to stop the sharing of the screen. But of course, those that are in what do we call it? Those that are in on YouTube. So, okay, which browser am I opening? So those that are in YouTube, I'm still seeing you, don't worry. Okay, those that are in YouTube, allow me to continue. Okay, so I have it here. Yeah. So this is the account. The okay, sorry, I saw some people replying. Don't worry, let me delete this. This is what we have yesterday. We have the invoice, we have the domain. This is the email, this is the message they will send to you. So let's go to the domain king.ng. Okay, sorry. So let's start because I want us to do everything together to continue from where we stopped exactly yesterday. Okay, so sorry. Okay, it's not that I'm on Zoom. You are not seeing the screen. Sorry, I forgot. So okay, I believe now you can see the screen. So I'm going over to to the website, and I'm sorry, it's just taking some. What's going on? Am I having a problem with my network? Okay, okay. So let's continue. So the we use Hamad Bootcamp. If you can recall the email I used yesterday, I use Hamad Bootcamp, if you can recall, at gmail.com, and I use the password. So that password and email that you used yesterday during the creation of the account is exactly what you're going to log in with. So I'm putting the email hamadbootcamp at gmail.com, and I put the password. Then you click on login. So when we log in, this is where we stopped yesterday. This is what the page shows to us. This is where we stop. Now, we cannot continue with anything unless we activate the two-factor authentication. This is something that they just introduced this year, and everyone must put that. I think this year or last year, everyone must put this two-factor authentication so that your account cannot be hacked by anybody. So we are going to use, I'm not going to use this time-based token. I think we are using this Google Authenticator. Let's not use that. Let's use our Gmail. So click on this email-based code so that whenever you want to log into your account, they will send an OTP to your email. Then you come back and log in with the OTP every time you log out. So, so we click on this, then you click on get started. You click on this, then you click on it. They will give you these backup codes. So please, this is mine. Don't copy anything, but I advise you to copy this code or you screenshot it on your phone and save it somewhere. Maybe when you forget something or your account is in other things, you can use this as a backup to do a lot of things that you want. So please save this backup code. So what I'm doing I'll just copy it. I'll go to the email. Maybe I will compose an email. Maybe I will send it to our Hamad Technologies 01. So I'll just call it backup codes for Hamad Domain King account. So then I'll just paste the codes and I will send. That's all. So whenever I want these codes, I know where to get them. So I know how to go and get the codes. So now I send the codes to our email and I have them in sent and I have them there. So even if I lost it anywhere, I know where to go and get them. So now this is it, and we are done with the two-factor authentication. So now if you click on back to dashboard, now we set it up and we are going to see the dashboard clearly on this. So I click on back to dashboard, hold on. Okay, it's taking us back to dashboard. So it will bring us down to this client area. So if we log out now and you try to sign in, they will ask you for the OTP. Then you go to your email, copy the OTP, paste it, and you continue. So now this is where we are, where we're supposed to be yesterday, and we'll continue from there. So if you can recall, we already have an order, which of course, okay, let me take this thing up because it's distracting me. I'm sorry. Okay, so if you can recall, now we did not purchase anything. So that why web hosting, they will ask us to order, they will do everything. We cannot do anything unless when we make the purchase. So we already have an invoice which they sent to our email. that we can follow the link to make the payment if we want, but we are not going to do that. What we are going to do is to come to this and we are going to the invoice and we make the payment together. Okay, so I'm going up now. Told you we did not purchase anything, and that's why we have all this that you are seeing, and we don't need you don't need to do anything now since we did not pay anything. So the next thing we are going to do is, because we want to go back to our order, that is the invoice which we created yesterday, to make the purchase. So I'll come back and explain the menus for you, but let's go there and pay the invoice, then we come back and continue. So click on this billing and support, then you click on my invoice. So you see invoice. So what we are going to do now is to click on this unpaid. Because we have this unpaid, just click on this unpaid so that we are going to make the payment of this invoice, which was created yesterday. That is 6th September, as you can see, 6th September 2025. So it will bring you to this page. This is where we are going to make the payment. But if you look clearly, you will see that domain registration, Hamatically, they put 6,000 for this domain registration. Even though yesterday they told us that the domain registration is free, but I don't know why they make it now and we have to make payment for that. That one, if you can recall, yesterday we saw around 19,000 something yesterday, and I told you we need to confirm it before we make the payment. And then this is the description of what we are paying. So definitely we are paying this 18,000. I don't know why did they lie to us or did, but I know they used to give this .com.ng for free, but I don't know why. But we are all doing this together and you see what happened. So you are paying this money and this is what I'm paying, and I'm buying everything for 1 year. That is from 6/9/2025 to 5/9/2026. For the domain also is going to be from 6/9/2025 to, so that's how it is. But this description is just because of the invoice was generated yesterday. But when I make the payment, it's going to take the exact date that I make the payment, and that's when I'm going to make another payment. So take note on that. So click on this pay once off. I told you that if you pay this recurring, maybe at the end of the month, oh yeah, if you put your ATM card, maybe they'll charge it automatically or something like that. But it's just something new I saw, but just pay this once off. Me, I'm paying once off because I don't think I have anything to do with it after this webinar. So it will bring us back to the checkout page where I'm going to make the payment. Okay, here we are. Okay, so we are going to make payment of this. I think Flutterwave put their charges. That why it becomes about 19,000. So they have to put their charges. So you can use your ATM card to make the payment. You can use USSD to select your bank and just use the USSD. So I use USSD or bank transfer. They are the two I need. They use eNaira, the old eNaira or the eNaira in Nigeria. They still accept eNaira. I don't know if it is working. I don't know. But either this, so for this, you can select the bank. So I can select GT Bank. Then I click on P. So is if I'm using the USSD. So I'll try the, okay. So I'm sorry, I lost everyone, I think. This network today is very bad. So I'm using this USSD to see if it will work. I don't know if you can hear me. If you can hear me, let me know, please. So I'm using this USSD to make the payment. And please, let me say this. This is for me to do this. Don't use this code to make any payment. It's just for me to do this. This is for this account. Okay, so that some people will say they are following everything. Verbatim and make the payment like this. Please don't use, I'm just showing you the method. Don't use these codes to make any payment. So I'm using the USSD if it will work. Okay. I'm using the USSD if it will work. So it didn't work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use bank transfer. So I'm going to use bank transfer because that's the best one that I use. USSD now is not working. So I'm using bank transfer. I'm sending the money to their bank account, the account they will provide it to me. So this is the account and this is the exact amount I'm sending to them. So I'm going to write the account number, and please don't use this account number. Every time I refresh, they will give me different account number. So this account number is only valid for only that 10, is it 30 minutes? So you see, it will expire by 10:51. So that's 1 hour from now. So please don't use this account number. It's for them. The name of the bank is Sterling Bank. So I will search for the Sterling Bank. I will search for the Sterling Bank. So account name is Domain King. So but you see Host Africa, that's the account name, is fine. So I'm paying the money exactly the way it is here. 19,246.31. Please put the exact amount of money. I never did something wrong to put something that is not this. But believe me, if you did that, I think you are going to start sending email to these people for other issues. So I just did that. So I'm about to make the payment. I'm still on the payment. Okay, so I'm sending the money now to this account that they provided. So once you send the money, just hold on. So I'm sorry, the money is still going. Okay, so now it's successful. So all you need to is to click on I have made this bank transfer. So you can click on it or you don't need to click on it. You see, they just received the money and they were saying thanks for your payment. Your transaction was completed successfully. So now they are taking me back uh to the client area. They are taking me back. I think they are going to do that automatic. Or maybe I have to click on this console. But let's wait. I think they are going to do that. Okay, so let's hold on and see if it didn't show anything. Can you all hear me, please? Okay, let me just cancel it and see. I don't know why all this to this. So I'm going back to the, you see I'm doing. I'm going back to the main website, then I'll open new tab so that it will take us back to the client area since we already made the payment. Okay, so now we make the purchase. We purchase this. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Today we are experiencing this bad network. You see, we got an email. I'm just showing you the email we got after making the payment. This is the invoice, this is the hosting, or this is the domain and everything. You can read it. You can see a lot of things under that. But let's come back to our main this thing, and I'll explain this in short. And okay, like I said again, I'm sorry for the network. Those of you that want to go and sleep, please go and sleep. We have to finish this class. I'm not postponing this class. We have to finish it. If you are not ready to stay, go and sleep. We'll continue. Even if I'm alone, I will finish this class. So yeah, those that didn't know me, maybe they thought we'll postpone this class because of this minor turbulences. So now we have this menus. So this is for the hosting, this is the server, email, other service, domain. You see, domain and all this. Please don't worry. I'm just showing you this so that you just be familiar with them. And you have all these, my details, user management, contact, account security, change password, proper, all these are things you can see there. But now what we are going to look at now, we'll click on this web hosting. Please come to web hosting, click on it and click on web hosting. So if you click on this web hosting, it will bring you back to this page where we started, if you can recall, the first time that where we started. So I'm going back, I just show you when you click on it, that's where it will take you to. So if you come back and click on site builder, reseller hosting and all this, anything you click, it will take you somewhere. So now since we already make the purchase, what we are going to do is, so let me click on this. So when you click on that domain, you see we have an active domain. You see, this is the domain that we purchased. This is the active domain that we have. This is the active domain that we have. So you just click on it. it will give you all the informations related to the domain. So you see, this is it. We purchase it and it's going to be yearly, and the next due date is 6/9/2020 26. So this is it. So let me go back to home. So you see it here. You see this, we have this order. So just click on this. We have a hosting service like this. Is how it looks like. This is what we have. So what you are going to do is click on this C panel. You see this C panel is a panel. Just click on it. So it will redirect you to your C panel. So when we come to this C panel, then don't worry, it will redirect you to this C panel. I'll explain the C panel with you. Then we'll continue from the rest of our today's outline also. So let's wait for the C panel. So the C panel is loading. Please just hold on, bear with it. Okay, so just hold on, bear with the C panel. This is the C panel, but just allow it to finish loading. Allow it to finish loading. This is the C panel. Okay, so here is our C panel. Please, are you all with me? Can you hear me, please? This is our C panel. Can you hear me, please? Okay, this is our C panel, and I'm going to explain this C panel, the control panel for you, and then we are going to pick one after the other to explain what we have in our outlines. So this C panel is where you're going to control a lot of things related to your website. You are all hearing about front end and back end. So you consider this C panel as the back, not even more than back end of the website. So you can do a lot related to the website here. And there are many things under it. You see the account management manager, the email manager, advanced features. You see system info and files, extra features, software close app installer. These are things that you might find under the C panel. And if you look at it, these are the disks, the bandwidth. You see, yesterday they said the bandwidth is unlimited. I told you some of them will just put unlimited, but they allocate 300 gig for you for the bandwidth. So you see, this is the bandwidth. We have the disk space is 1 gig, and we have these FTP accounts. You all know, those of you knows what FTP is all about. Then we have the databases, and you see this is the PHP version we are using, PHP 8.2. All these are what you can see under this C panel. So the first thing that we are going to discuss about what I said I are going, okay, let me look at our outlines. I'm sorry, let's look at the outlines. So setting up email. So let's go back. So we are going to set up email. That is the official email. That's going to be maybe info at the name of the website and this. So you scroll down, you come under this email. Wait, what's going on? So let's click on this. Okay, that's number one issue. Okay, so that's number one thing that we missed. So, but don't worry, I'll come back to that. Then installing the SSL certificate. So for the email, I don't know why they removed this email. Is it maybe we purchased it, they did not activate the hosting plan? I didn't know, but I'll send them email. I'll follow up to make sure what is going on with this. And tomorrow I'll give you a feedback on what happened on this. Maybe they didn't activate it, I don't know. But I'll ask them, why can't we create an email? That one we'll talk about it. So for the SSL certificate, whenever you purchase a domain, you need to install the SSL certificate for it, for the domain to be, for the website to be secured. That is for it to have that HTTPS. That's secure for it to have, because by now the name will just be normal name, just HTTP without the S. So if people try to go to your website, they will be alerted that the website is not protected and the website has this. They will warn a lot of people, and people will think the website is, scamming website. So let me click on this. We are going to click on this SSL certificate. So let's click on it. So when you click on SSL certificates, it will bring you down to this. So the first thing you are going to do, please come to this get automatic certificate. Click on this. So when you click on this, make sure you are on the domain. So if you have a lot of multiple domains, this is where you select the domain that you want to install the SSL certificate on it. So please click here and ensure you select the domain that you want to install the SSL certificate on. So now we have all these. Please, I'm just advising, don't touch anything here. Don't touch anything. So I can click on check on this. I'll check on the mail. SMT also, I want to install it for it. So you can select all these you want to install it for this. Just you can tick them all. So when you do that, don't change anything here. Don't change this. Leave it as let's encrypt and don't change anything. So when you do that, what you are going to see, what you are going to do is click on save. Just click on save. So you see, since we purchase this domain, they automatically give us a SSL certificate, and that was they said domain is already processing an SSL request. Please allow it to finish before making another. So that's why I told you maybe they are working on activating the website, even though I know when you purchase, it takes some few hours for them to activate the website and for you to have all the features. But I show you this is how you can do it, and this is how you install it for any name that you have or any domain that you have. This is how you install this SSL certificate. Please take note on this. So let's go back to the cPanel. Okay, so here you are going to create a subdomain. Like I gave you example of CAC. So we are going to create a subdomain. Then you click on that. Then you click on add subdomain. So when you click on add subdomain, we are going to give the subdomain. I told you CAC create a pre.cac.gov.ng or post.cs or search.cs. So you can click anyone, you can create a subdomain for this domain that we have. So maybe I want to create a domain for this. I can call it, for example, class. Just class.hamadtechnology.hamadwebsitewebinar.com. Or maybe I already created Hamad Webinar. Maybe the name of the website is hamadwebinar.com, for example. Then I can create a subdomain for website development.hamadwebinar.com, maybe data analytics.hamadwebinar.com, like that. So maybe I can just say website, or let me just say class.hamad uh, websitewebinar.com.ng. Then I will click on add subdomain. So all these, don't touch this for the legacy, sub folder, custom. Leave it as a default so that everything will be under the main domain. When you enter the main domain, you are going to see the folder for the subdomain. So please don't touch anything here. Leave it like that. So when you click on that, you create a subdomain. Now we have a subdomain here, but we can only create two subdomains for this plan that we are using. We can only create these two subdomain. So when we create another subdomain, and that's all. That's for the plan that we are using. So this is for the subdomain, how you can create a subdomain. And this subdomain is going to be on its own. So if you go back to this SSL certificate now, you have to create, you have to install another SSL certificate on this subdomain. So when you come here now, you are going to see the subdomain. Okay, sorry, now you are going to see the subdomain here, class. You see it here. So you need to select it now again and click on save for you to install the SSL certificate on it. So you need to do that. So maybe I can click this. Like I said before, I just tick all this. So let me just click. I don't know if it finished doing that, so it's already processing. Is I believe is because, like I said, they haven't installed the activate the account. So that's for the SSL certificate, and that's for the subdomain. So you create the SSL certificate, you create a domain, and you go back a subdomain, and you go back and create SSL certificate for the subdomain. So then file manager. So for the file manager, whenever you want to host a website, maybe you don't want to use uh, CMS, but you want to host a website, you use file manager to upload the website files. So when you click on file manager, it will take you to this. This is where it will bring you to. You're going to have this. We have the domains. This is it. And these are the two domains that we have. Anything inside this folder are the website files. So now we don't have anything, but we have public.html inside it. There is nothing in it because we didn't put anything. So this is whenever you want to install, you want to upload documents of a website, you don't want to use CMS or something like that. You just go to your folder and make sure you are putting the website files inside public.html. Always you are putting them inside public.html. So you delete whatever is inside, you paste your file. This you don't even need it. I'm just telling you this for the purpose of this class. Some of you that maybe will go ahead and keep working, or they want to learn how to do that, you can go ahead and explore that so that you can host your website like that. So that's what this file manager is all about. All the website files are stored under this file manager. That's where the files are of your website. And if you go there and delete anything there, whatever you deleted there is gone forever and is going to affect your website, even though that is a trash bin where it will go. But please don't go there and touch anything or delete anything. I just show you where the website files are. So the next thing is installing of this CMS. Seriously, I don't think we are going to install the CMS now because I don't know if the account is ready and active for us to do that. I don't want us to go ahead and install it. Maybe it will fail or it will give us something, but I'll ensure, maybe I'll check with them what is going on with this. If the account maybe is, why don't we have this email? Why the plan is like this? I will talk to them. I will ensure everything is okay, because this is not how I knew it's supposed to show. But since it shows this to us, maybe it has to do with the account is not yet activated. But I will talk to them. I know normally whenever you purchase, it takes some time for it to be activated. But I will talk to them what is going on. But by tomorrow, I will ensure to have something to share with you. So I think we are going to stop here. I think we are going to stop here. So all what we are going to, let's have question and answer. So tomorrow we'll start with the installation of the CMS, and then we are going to create the official emails also tomorrow, because we must have that official email. We're supposed to learn how to do that also. So I will show you that by tomorrow. When we come back, we'll revisit that, and then we continue from where we stop. So if you have any question, please go ahead, ask your question if you have any. If you don't, I think this is where we are going to call it a day, and then we see tomorrow. Okay, so I didn't see any question here and also in the on the YouTube. So let's stop here. Maybe tomorrow we continue from where we stop. I wish you all the best. So I'll see you tomorrow so that we can continue from uh where we stop. Thank you so much and have a wonderful dream, and bye bye.